Hello beautiful beings, welcome back to my channel. So I love today's video. Can they receive what we sent them? Can they reject it? I feel like since the beginning of time, since the beginning of people knowing they can manifest a specific person, this question has been around. So, of course, we're going to answer it by reading a little bit from this book, from Neville Goddard. So, you know that At Your Command is my #1 favorite book. And this is my #2, Prayer, the Art of Believing. So, after this video, I actually have an idea of dropping videos, reading a chapter, and then discussing each chapter for all of Neville's books. Let me know if you want me to do that. I think it'll be very, very beneficial. And it'll bring more understanding than just me reading the book, which I might do in the future, just kind of have like an audiobook out there. But in this way, we could read a chapter together and then kind of like go over what the chapter means. So for this one, we're going to be, if you have a copy of this book, this book version is by Merchant Books, and I'm going to be reading from page 14. And it says, the subjective mind unfolds them to their logical ends. Were the subjective mind not so limited in its initiative power of reasoning, objective man could not be held responsible for his actions in the world. Man transmits ideas to the subconscious through feelings. The subconscious transmits ideas from mind to mind through telepathy. Your unexpressed conviction of others are transmitted to them without their conscious knowledge or consent. Let me repeat that again. Your unexpressed conviction of others are transmitted to them without their conscious knowledge or consent. And if subconsciously accepted by them, will influence their behavior. That if, right? So he follows and says, the only ideas they subconsciously reject are your ideas of them, which they could not wish to be true of anyone. Whatever they could wish for others can be believed of them. And by the law of belief, which governs subjective reasoning, they are compelled to subjectively accept and therefore objectively express accordingly. The subjective mind is completely controlled by suggestion. So what does that mean? Can they reject what you send them? What do you send them? Love, positive energy, the imaginative scenes that you create, you're sending that to them, obviously. Everything you do manifesting wise, that's why everyone is you pushed out. Can they reject it? The short answer is no, they cannot. They can only reject an idea that they cannot see for anyone else. What does that mean? Let's pull an example. If they're the kind of person that would never wish harm onto another person, does not have the mindset of killing someone, let's go there, of killing someone. If it's not in their mindset to ever wish that upon anyone else, then if you were to send that idea to him, he would reject it because it's something that he wouldn't even wish for anyone else. And if you try to do that, it will most likely boomerang back to you. But we'll talk about that in another video. But even though he says that that is the only way he can reject it, I am going to say something here very important. And this is a realization that I have come to after many years of living on this planet and going through a lot of bullshit. Repetition reprograms your subconscious mind even without you wanting it to be reprogrammed, because it just happens. That is how, you create a belief. So you can search on Google or on YouTube. There is plenty of videos talking about how the US, many years ago, during one of our wars, I'm not going to go too much into detail into that, too much into the statistics and the numbers, but during one of our wars, we were subliminally reprogramming people through ads on TV. And the way that they would do it is they would flash messages hidden underneath what was playing on the TV for milliseconds. Your conscious mind couldn't see it. It would go too fast. But your subconscious mind could, because your subconscious mind sees and hears everything. So, by me saying that, what does that mean? It means that in reality, no one that it's not conscious of what is going into their brain, no one can reject anything because it has been hacked. The way that your subconscious gets reprogrammed has been hacked. You can reprogram your mind for negativity. A person can reprogram their mind for killing someone by consistently listening to violent music, to violent rap, to dark music. You can reprogram your mind subconsciously without, being conscious that you're doing it. You can reprogram your mind by consciously being addicted to watching crime shows, to watching melodramas. And the more that you do this, the more that you're getting reprogrammed. So there comes a point in everyone's life in this time and age that you're constantly being reprogrammed for things that you consciously would not want to have in your belief system. So, in my opinion, no one can reject anything, period. But follow the golden rule. Do not wish and do not do upon another what you wouldn't want it to be happening to you. Everyone is you pushed out. Everyone is inside of you. When you try to do harm to somebody else, you're actually just doing harm to yourself. And at the end of the day, it will break apart. Don't do it. But everything wonderful, personal, loving, changing stories, creating a better reality for ourselves, where we don't hurt anybody else, go ahead. They cannot reject anything. I didn't touch upon the free will stuff because I think it makes it very clear here. But there's no really free will. There is, you don't even have free will. But we'll get to that in another video. Because all you have is free will to choose a state. Once you choose a state, the state is fully there. It comes with different thoughts, affirmations, everything, yada, 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 yada. But let me know in the comments below what book you want me to start reading first, and then I might even put an audio, I might even link an audiobook so that you can listen to the audiobook on your free time and then listen to mine, so we can kind of go and dissect everything that Neville is saying. I have a few more books from a few more authors that came before Neville that were basically teaching the same thing, but it's amazing work. And I want us to read it together. I want us to be informed, grow our power, understand how powerful we fucking are, how much influence we have, and by continuously changing ourselves and bettering ourselves, we are changing and bettering the world. And that is what we're here for. All right? I love you guys. If you guys want coaching, my email is in the description box below. I am here for you, and until next time, bye.